Hi, girls. How are you doing? Girls Love Travel. Thank you so much for choosing even to think about being part of the new Girls Love Travel Ambassador Program. So, what is it? What is this whole thing that I've been talking about? So, basically, what I was going to say is that our amazing community, I feel, is best because of our conversations, right? So, it's like when you step into Facebook and you open up our group, it feels like you're dipping right into a warm conversation and you just dive right in. Problem is that when we had Girls Who Travel, and it's starting to happen a little bit on Girls Love Travel as we get more girls, is that we're getting a lot of the same repeat questions over and over again. Now, look, anybody can go and do a Google search for an answer for just some tidbits of information. What makes us special in Girls Love Travel is the person-to-person connections that we can have in the real life, like vouching experiences to be able to assist with all your travels. I know that I personally would much rather hear from a fellow member about a place to stay or like a thing to do or something like that instead of just type into Google. And that's the hope that will happen with Girls Love Travel Ambassador Program. Oh, and plus, I mean, if a member makes a connection with one of you guys and seeks out your information and your support or anything like that, they might even get a chance to meet up with you when they're on their trip. So that would take this online social club into real life opportunities. So that's kind of the hope and the gist for everything. So below is going to be a Google form for you to fill out with your interest, for you to become a Girls Love Travel Ambassador volunteer. You're going to be looking at through the community as a go-to person. You're going to be the first line of defense to be able to be a positive resource on the group and to help others whenever they might not, have information about your community or topic, things like that that you can help out with, okay? So now once the Google form is completed and I select the volunteers, then we can streamline all this information and help divide out the world into regions. And I'll even make a go to this GLTA guide so that we can all refer to it and help each other out all around the world and with different topics. Please don't be concerned if you live in an area where there's like a lot of GLT members, because we are going to have multiple areas in larger cities working together to represent a city and a region. And if you want to be a GLTA for a city or region that you don't live in, that's fine too. But it is preferred that you live in the area, simply because then you can assist and you can be present for different meetups and help out in the future. All right. Now, if you are a nomad like me, if you don't have a place to live, then we want you to still be a volunteer too. That's not a problem. But what we would say is that you'd be a GLTA for a topic. And those topics could be anything that you kind of have a little expertise on. So maybe it's vegan travel or helping out with cruises or becoming a flight attendant. Or maybe you just want to help out with a new member support, because we know that everybody that comes in often has the same questions. So you could help alleviate some of that repetition and be a new member support GLTA. All right. And I'm sure that there's many more. So if you have another idea or thought about that, feel free to suggest that. And maybe you'll come up with something that I didn't even think of, which is lovely. I love that kind of stuff. But in all of this, whether you choose an area or a topic, you're going to be the go-to person to assist, so that hopefully these frequently asked questions are tended to with kindness and conversation, just as if somebody was asking a question about some information around the globe, then we're going to help them with a topic, and just work together, moving on with a little bit of love, like we said. Now, one big thing is that you must be an active contributing member of Girls Love Travel in order to be part of this ambassador program and in order to be a part of it in the future. So if for any reason that you decide to leave the Girls Love Travel community and or if for some reason that you've been removed from the community, then unfortunately that means that you would also be removed from the ambassador program going forward, because obviously, I mean, we want people to be part of the community that are an ambassador. And big reminder that this is a completely volunteer program. So really appreciate you and your time and your support. If there's any time that you go on vacation, or if you're away and not going to have Wi-Fi for an extended period of time, please just let us know so that we can have your area or your topic covered in case something comes up, or heaven forbid some kind of crisis was to happen, and we could support the members that are in your area. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So when's it going to start is that it's pretty much already started, and I've already been utilizing some of the names and resources that I know in different areas or topics to be covered, and tagged you guys along the way. But once this Google Doc is filled out, this Google form is filled out, then I see no reason for us not to get a jump on it as soon as possible. So please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. As always, love, hugs, and safe travels. And I look forward to getting to know each of you guys and seeing your boastful pride in the areas that you live in and the topics that you know and know so well. All right. Thank you so much again. Girls love travel. Travel with kindness, and help me out so that we can continue the love and have an amazing opportunity coming into 2016. Mwah. Thank you.